Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. We're currently stood on the hangar deck of the Janus, and in this part what I want to do, if you look on the right hand side, is move on to the supply drop aspect of the Talon mission. And to do this, what we need to do is deliver these three weapons cases to the Talon village. If you watched the previous video, you'd be aware that the requirement was to make 20 assault rifles. And what you do is you make the 20 assault rifles, put them in your personal inventory, and then it turns into one of these weapons cases. Then it tells you to do 20 sniper rifles and then 20 shotguns. And what you end up with is 3 weapons cases. So that is what we've had to do. Now, I also want to check out a couple of things. So what I want to do is put this into general supplies. And we're going to make some cores, 1, 2, 3 cores, because I want to do a bit of exploration if we get a chance. Because I've got a project that I would like to do, but it depends on where the game sends us. So we're going to use the Merlin to do the honors. I think we've got the necessary. Let me just check. Yeah, I've bought some salt, some alien tooth, alien parts, nutrient solutions with us as well, just so that we could, if we get the opportunity, we can sell stuff. Now I'm hoping that if I can get the main kind of chit-chat bit done while it's still dark, we'll be able to do most of the video in the day. We've got that red line going up in the sky. Of course, here's the patrol vessel, still flying around, minding his own business. Completely useless, but because he's still in the sky, he's not going to be any problems. Darker than I thought it would be. Right, so we're just flying. We've got to return to the Talon village. So let's get into here. So I've got no idea what's going to happen with this mission. Coming up to the village now, something doesn't seem right. So we need to be on the defensive, because I'm just wondering if we're going to have to fend off a sudden Xerax attack or something like that. I think what we will do is we'll just put the ship facing outwards, so that, but if anything goes wrong, we got the 2 turrets. Oops. We have the 2 turrets to act in against any drone attack or something like that. So we're just you there. Thrusters off, put the power on. Jump out. Right, we got to go visit Shaman Terren. I think we can just get back to normal lights, I think, now. Hello, Mr. Crawler. Used to be the bane of my life once. Really hate so go and talk to him. Brother, you all right? I am all right, Shaman, but what's happened here? There are more village guards. We have to pull in all the hunters to protect the village early this morning. There was a fire on one of the outlying farms. When a group of hunters saw the smoke, they went out to help them put out the fire. It was a Xeno fire squad. They burned the entire farm and killed all the occupants. I'm sorry. If you're expressing condolences to the dead, that is much appreciated. But if you're apologizing for causing it, ever since your ship came crashing out the sky, tensions in and out of the clan have been on the rise. It's not for you or any other of your people to eventually come along and stir up the young hunters into action. It is unavoidable. Others will, but what will happen now? I'm afraid, my old friend, that Nanook believes that it is over. That the deaths of the farmers was our retribution for the soldiers of Kiev that you killed. He's the one of only a handful who believe that and refuses to change his mind. Myself and Kirill, the huntmaster, do not believe so, and I have recalled the remaining hunters to bolster the village guards under the guise of funerary observance for the victims. Dishonorable though it may be, the safety of the people is more important than the memory of the recently dead. Enough of that for now. The last I saw of you, you were heading for the great Ziggurat to find my nephew. Did you manage to find him? Did he tell him to come home? I found him, but he's not ready to come home. At least he's not dead. I've worried that myself often wondered if he died out there after I'd sent him away. Please tell me how he is. You retell, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not happy about his choice or actions, but I suppose there's no claim. You're seeing him yourself soon enough. You can express your disappointment to him in person, Sherman. Believe you said he wasn't willing to come back. What's the purpose of you come here? I hand over the weapons cases. What's this? Weapons capable of taking down drones and mechanoids far better than those crossbows. But this is a violation of the Xerix commandments. They will kill us. It's only the village guards have them nearby, and we can use them to defend the village against attacks. But it'd be damn well sure that we can kill any out of there. At least the way is good. Yep. This is Khaled's plan, is it? All right, we'll take the weapons, but only as a precaution. We'll keep them out of sight. Since we're committed now, we may as well take the second case to the huntmaster. Cruel. I know that you two have had differences, but now the hunters have been recorded. He's wise enough to recognise crossbows won't stop them. Okay. So we kind of right. We've got a trader here. See what he's got. Nothing. He's got spiky mushrooms. Okay. There's I think the huntmaster is over there, but we've got another trader up here. We'll just see whether we can. Nobody wants anything that we got. We can buy some. A bit of a waste of time then, isn't it? Before we talk to the huntmaster, I'm just going to go round and see if because there's another trader around the back here, wasn't it? The mushroom guy. Where is he? Oh no, I thought there's a mushroom guy around here, but obviously not. I knew there was at least one more trader in here. Right. Here, take 75. Helps if I actually bring the stuff into the inventory. That's a bit better. He's only going to take 75, but 75 is 75. Alien parts, he only take 58. A bit more. Nothing else here. You can get a repeating crossbow. Kind of half tempted to get one of those, but I think I've got a beer there, but I didn't bring it with me. Okay, let's go and the huntmaster. You again. What do you want this time? Can't you see I'm busy with the mess you caused, Terren? Nice to see you, big guy. Hand over the weapons cases. What is this? I see, but Troll's given you his permission for these. He has. It should be distributed to the defenders and kept out of sight unless you want to use them. Don't tell me how to organise my hunters, Terren. I know what I'm doing. Apologies, I just had a bit of a cough. If the Xerix comes aware the weapons beforehand would cause them to commit their full forces regardless of their early intentions, these weapons are forbidden. At least they give us a chance. What will you do? There is much I can do, but I must stand and watch as my people cower behind these walls as the Xerix move ever closer. Until the chief orders us to attack, we will stand here with our bows at the ready. Not much sadness, but chief desperate situation. How does it look out there? It's not looking good. The last group of hunters returned an hour ago, bringing with them refugees from the granary. You can rule out retribution for a few soldiers. This is extermination. And the chief, he stands idly by, trying to assure the villagers that the worst has passed. He will plead with the Xerix outside the very gates in order to attack. What will you do? There's not much I can do. I must stand and watch my people cower behind this wall. Okay. Will prove useless. Indeed, ammunition may be a problem, but hunters have a stockpile of ammunition. Do not look so shocked. Do you think that we're not conflicts at half centuries panned up this prison world? Many of our old articles have deteriorated. The ammunition appears undamaged. I wouldn't trust it anyway. Some will be good. Some deliver new ammunition. Sometimes old things are the best, but in this case, the weapons. I trust your experience with the old ammunition. I need to deliver the laser case weapon. This case of weapons to the Ziggurat. Then I wish you good luck, Terren. you know too, Krill. Okay, so it looks like we're off to the Ziggurat. So we're not actually getting. There's a. Did I talk to this guy? I think he's the mushroom guy, isn't he? Okay. See your wares. Right, he wants some nutrient solution. I think I've got some nutrient solution in the. Yep. So we're gonna put that there. We can sell him some nutrient solution. I mean, I've got loads of the stuff, so all 13 gives us a little bit more money. Haven't got any spoiled food, so oh well, we've made a little bit more cash. It's all building up slowly. I mean, the main reason I'm building the cash up is against the day when I've got to buy optronics bridges and other stuff. Thrusters on. Right. Where is the Ziggurat? Let's see. It's up there. Now, the game is suggesting that I go east, but I want to go west for a reason. Because I want to come up down here because I found this broken engine, and this has got a large thruster in it. We've also got a small gold deposit here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go up and see what's in this area here. So we'll kind of go up in an arc like that. And there's also a little bit of promethium here that could pick up. We've got a Xerax convoy here. And then we'll work our way to the Ziggurat. So first things first, we're going to go west. Go west, young man. Go west. And we'll get back to the Janus. So I'm going to take the CV with me because I've got a feeling that some of the action's going to be around the Ziggurat rather than around the village. Well, that's my guess anyway, because I've never done this before. So, just get back to the Janus. Yeah. See, now we've kind of crossed this point here. It's at the actual tag is flipped anyway, so. Because I'm hoping if I can retrieve that broken engine, because it's got a large thruster in it, I'm hoping that if I can retrieve that, got one of these thrusters in it. Where's it? Building supplies, one of these. So I'm hoping that if I can get 2 of these, I can then I can put those on the back of the ship. That gives me, and then we could possibly put some other thrusters on as well up in the ship. Because you'll notice that when I put the thrusters on and we take off, you can see how sluggish the ship's going. And actually, while we're here, I just want to talk a little bit about this as well. What I did off camera is, let's just go back this way. Let's do it properly. What I did off camera is I came up and took down the abandoned outpost up here to get some resources so that we can build a ship. And the way I actually took the abandoned outpost down is I took on the suggestion someone posted in the comments a couple of parts ago. And apologies, I can't remember who actually posted the comment now, but what they said is if you go in the abandoned outpost, go to the left-hand room where there's 2 container controllers in the wall. And if you destroy the right-hand container controller and burrow in, that drops you down right on top of the core. So it means you can get into there and destroy the core without having to risk all the bug uglies. But of course, you've still got to deal with the bug uglies with respect to the getting the loot. Now, the reason I did that is that the problem with the ship seems to have been fixed. So what I want to do is start putting some resources up and so that we can get the ship going. So I'm just going to talk through the options. But I've been working on the spider, and this is another reason why I want to pile up, build up some cash, is that we need the small optronics bridges, and more importantly, we need 3 small upgrade kits, and I've only got 1 at the moment, so we're gonna have to try and find some other bits and pieces. Now, if I go back to the library, and if I show you the charger, I'm very attracted to the charger, but if I click here, you'll see we got a lot of resources to go here. And what again, we need 56 sort of small optronics bridges. I think this is one of the problems with some of Spange's more recent ships, is they're really aimed at the top end of the market, not starter ships. So you really need to get there. And then what I've also been doing is moving towards one of these 2 capital vessels. We got the SSW Matic Mark II Reforged. The main reason I'm looking at this one is I actually like the shape of it. You can see we've got a lot of resources here. Now, this is the reason why I went to the depot, is because we needed elemental pentaxid, and I knew that there'd be alien blocks in there, so that's why we come up here. And what I was really after was the alien blocks. But you can see again, we're going to need a lot of resources to come in here. And we got the SSW Tridacana, and this is even bigger. I mean, I haven't completed anything here yet. Oh no, we got this. Only needs 24 elemental pentaxid. The advantage with this is it needs an advanced upgrade kit. I've actually got one of those, and 12 large optronics bridges. So there's a lot of resources to still collect, but once I think we've got those resources, and we need a lot more exo material as well. But we've got the more exotic stuff down here. So I've already got a few large optronics bridges, and we've got the large advanced upgrade kit. So there are different options that need to be done. So what we're going to do is do it this way. So we're just going to go in this direction, I think, just to kind of clear out this little bit here. We'd head for, say, the smugglers' barges. I mean, I've looted down all these smugglers' barges already, so let's see what we can find up here. And then we'll kind of work our way round to the Ziggurat. There's a heat signature there, 2.7 kilometers away. We'll head for that. Of course, one of the nice things of using the capital vessel is the scanner's actually got a longer range. Right, looks like we got another Talon village up here as well. Oh, we got a crash capital vessel and a radar signature. Fire up. Because I'm still 1 gold missing, and quite a lot of promethium as well. I certainly want to check out this crashed capital vessel, because if it's the one I'm thinking of, that will give me a 2nd large thruster, which will allow me to upgrade the Janus. Oh, it's looking good. Let me just... Oops, wait. I think we're going to need some reverse thrusters as well. But no braking thrusters. Right, we're actually right over the ship. Don't want to be over the ship. You can see how sluggish the ship is. It really does need some... But the water's not that deep here, so we shouldn't be able to get... I don't want to get too close. But I want to get close enough to be able to loop into the... directly into the Janus, because this is a brilliant find. So we'll take the auger. Do you have the building supplies hooked to that auger? I'll just control it. Right, we've got some cores there. Put this back into here. Put this in food and meds. I really need to combine See there, here as well. Just jump in the. But we've got some bug uglies knocking around as well. But it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Right, we're just going to end on the top here. Get a bit of flat terrain here. Turn the thrusters off. Auger. Controller. We'll check that we are connected to the Janus. Yes. And the first thing we're going to get out of here, make sure we are in retrieve block mode. Don't want to lose this thruster. Brilliant. Of course, what I'm going to do is grab all the other thrusters. And we're going to take them off whole, simply because by doing this, if we don't want to use them for the upgrading the Janus, we can shove them in the workshop as complete. Another one over there. Yeah. And generally they're tucked in here. Just this one will drop these guys off the side. There's some, these are medium thrusters on the up here. Oh, this is brilliant. These are small thrusters. Take those as well. I mean, this crash ship is a veritable gold mine of bits and pieces. Be another thruster tucked in there. Collapse. And I think there should be another one over here. And I think that, oh no, there's one more here. Couple more here. I think that is it with respect to the thrusters. Nope, we still got two more small thrusters somewhere and one medium thruster. Okay. Where's the small thrusters? Where are you hiding? Oh, we are. You off? Of course, they're actually under the tail of the ship. And we got one more medium somewhere. Enclosed medium. Ah, it's the one that's down underneath the ship. Always forget about this one. Oops. Ah. There it is. Retrieve block. Take out the armored doors and other bits and pieces. Once this ship was an absolute nightmare to disassemble because you took out the wrong thruster, a whole lot would collapse. I'm sure there used to be a loot box in here as well somewhere. If I remember correctly, it was on this side, but perhaps not. Up there. Oops, that was the RCS. Oh, that's okay. Kind of undermining it at the moment. I don't think it's got a... that. Something tells me I should be on the top of the Janus doing this with the thrusters switched on. I think I'm being cooked. Yep. Getting the shipping pulled off a bit. I mean, the rest of the ship is just steel plates, so we've got... I don't think steel plates are that much of a problem, so we'll just not worry about the rest. We got all the good stuff. We're off fuel. Janus. We got the 2 large thrusters there, and you've probably got loads and loads of small stuff as well. Got lots of steel plates which are in the wrong place, but that's okay. Just you up out. Principal Janus structure. Like that. Building supplies down here. Oh. Whoops. Be there. So we got a nice big pile of stuff. Just occurred to me, we've got 2 great big thrusters. And we've got holes for them. Question is, if I put them on the ship, how much CPU have we got on the Janus? We got about 100,000. So how much is the building supplies? These are 40,000 each. Right. If we take these out, we're going to retrieve that and the shield off. Well, if we got the thrust, now I've got 2 of them, it would be absolutely ridiculous to not use them. So if we okay, so we're gonna need to take out the thin blocks. Need to take out the block below, aren't we? So we're just trying to take out those. They're going to stick out a little bit, but that's okay. And what I wouldn't mind is, while we're at it, let me just hook up a couple of 2 mediums. I'm gonna have to go inside. Keep that block there. Right, we've got the braking thruster there. Symmetry plane Right, don't want that one. Right. That should give me position of the symmetry plane. And I can get in here. It's going to be a little bit of a tight fit, but I'm hoping this one's going to be wrong, isn't it? But we're going to rebuild this anyway, so eventually. So I think if we put you in there, I should put second braking one on that one and off the symmetry plane. Of course, what we have to do is come into here and add you to a group. B get added to group F. Just so that it looks all a lot more tidier. Of course, the downside of this is we're going to consume a lot more fuel, but it's the way it is. CPU. We've got about 100,000 left now, but hopefully we should have a ship that might be a little bit more flexible. So here we go. Thrusters on. I mean, we haven't substantially changed the top speed, but what we have got is the acceleration now, where before it was very sluggish. We've found some copper and a Talon village there. Not really worth that much there. We've got a heat signature 3.5 that way. I think I would like to check out the heat signature that's over here. So we're just going to head over in this direction. Another crash capital vessel would be really nice. We could get a second large thruster. We could convert the ship to give it more lift. Right, we've got a heat signature here and a rocket aerodrome, but one thing I haven't done is put the shield on. But we've got a smuggler's barge. We're just... You thought you could attack me? Right, we'll just get close to this smuggler's barge. I don't think it's a particularly good one, but we'll just check it out anyway. I don't think I'll bother landing. I'll just stay up in space, but of course we're not in space at the moment. Okay, we'll just seem to be underwater. That's probably not a good position to start. So just that's better. We won't get our feet wet. Just come here, just power on. Apologies for getting a little bit distracted, but I think this is quite important to do. So you've wasted us some ammunition, so whoops. Go pick up this guy. that. Put a bit more fuel. And then we're just fine. It's hiding for me. We'll just whiz over here. Not yet. Ship. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. Above it. I think we're launch in, swim down, looting. Just hook to the auger harvest controller. Makes life a little bit easier in this lot up. Actually, we'll do it directly to Janus. Didn't really need to do the connection. Got some gold in this one as well. Wonder when. Oh, that's when I was doing a little bit of ingot refining between videos. I think it was the result of the what we call it, the knocking down the depot. One oxygen that side. Fuel tank is on this side, isn't it? 205, 6. Got those, and we just got this one here as well, and I think that is about it, isn't it? Nothing else really worth taking off. Okay, done. Here's the auger. Yep. It's actually starting to look a little bit like a real ship now, isn't it? Big thrusters on the back. We're certainly going to have to kind of extend the back of the ship a little bit, so that those will be insured. But then again, over time I'll probably take the whole ship apart and do other things with it. And we're just here, that there, and off we go. Actually need some food. Janus, you've got a little bit in ammo. Take that out. Let's get rid of this as well, just to tidy it up. Structure in. We've got 51 gold at the moment, which isn't too bad. Nowhere near enough, but it's going in the right direction. And then we'll just come up here into the ship. Just very, very sluggish. And what we're going to do now is just head for that broken engine. Anything else? We've got heat signature over there, 305. We've got one which is just down here, which is probably another Talon village. And there's a couple of radar signatures there as well. So we'll kind of just zoom into this area here. There's a gold deposit there. It's not that far away, so I think if we can find somewhere, a little bit of shallow water right next to the engine. You brake a little bit, please, ship. Even those extra thrusters on. I think the problem is the difference between the rear thrusters and the braking thrusters. This ship is still very sluggish. And probably going to be a little bit underwater, I think, but I think we'll be okay. Oops, a little bit more underwater than I thought I'd be, but that's okay. I think we can. We got our submarine. First thing I'm going to do is we're just going to go up and get that very small gold deposit. But we've actually got to deal with a minigun, which is okay. What I've found is that if you kind of rush in, get in very up close and personal, and just keep blasting them, they don't get a chance to fire back. Works against one, but don't do it against two. Oops. While we're here, we'll pick up plant protein and some plant fiber here as well. A nice concentration like this is worth picking up. Purple leaves as well. There. It's the fridge. There's the gold. Get in position. Certainly want every bit of gold I can find. Whoops. Oh, this one might be a little bit deeper. One thing I have found on this planet is I did dig up one gold deposit, and when I got to it, it wasn't gold, it was something else. I think that's it. Right, we're going to head back to the broken engine component. Big Talon workshop there. I don't think I've really ever checked that out. Right, we should. It's above water, so. Let me just stop. Right, we got the core. We need to hook to the Janus for building supplies. Just make sure that is hooked up. Make sure this is on retrieve blocks. Now the thruster we're interested in is here somewhere. It's just tucked in here. So we're just going to retrieve this. That gives us another. If we can get this out, that will give us another thruster to do our look with. Another drive thruster. I've got absolutely no idea if there's anything else of value on here, so let's have a look. Broken engine devices. There's a medium thruster in here. We'll just see where that is. Says it's down there. I think my drill is in here. Okay. Put you in there. Put you up there. I've got some mechanical drill charges. I actually some reason it feels that it needs to. I think this is my reserve, but not my. It's like we may have to go down under these steel blocks. Okay. Steel block there. A little bit. Oops. Hello. Oh wait. Looks like this little bit of junk here is going to prove more of a challenge than the. So we're still going to keep going down. She's a bit better. It's a bit better to kind of expose the. There's the medium thruster, and while we're here as well, so we've expanded the effort to stuff up. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I nearly lost my ship. Oh, I wouldn't have lost my ship. We just had to swim over to the Janus. What else is on in here? A large RCS. That could be nice. Where's that? Be buried deep underground again. Buried here. Just there. Well, certainly. I don't want to salvage it. I want to retrieve it. And I think that's it. So. We'll just take the core back. And we've got more stuff. I'm assuming that we can dock underwater. This might prove a little bit awkward. Okay. What we're gonna do is, don't normally do this, but I think it'd just be a bit easier to do it. Oops. We're stuck on the roof. Make it. I think the problem is that I could have docked underwater, but the problem is the maneuverability. Doing it this way will make it a little bit easier. It's not like we're on a super hostile planet anyway. And then Janus just load the oops no constructor in, just get rid of that little bit of gold ore and that stuff. That can go back up to there. And finally, we will be on our way to the Ziggurat. Didn't realise how thin the hole was here as well. So just coming in, I've got a feeling we might have a problem landing the CV right next to the Ziggurat. We'll give it a go, but I don't know. We might be able to just squeeze it in just about here. So if I can. Now, I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to close the gate. Yeah, I need to get inside. Yes, but I think what we'll do is we'll just land here think that terrain was a little bit too rough for the CV. Got a Talon quarry here. That could be worth checking out. What else they got there? So, and here. Thrusters off. I think we'll take a chance with the auger. Could be a bad mistake, but see how it goes. And we're just... Yep, that's okay. We thought the troopers would have gotten you. No, not me. It's the High Shaman still in the sunroom. He's currently overwhelmed trying to calm all the citizens all within our walls. He doesn't have time to deal with you. Even I've brought him something to help him defend the temple. If you've got weapons in that case, the Shaman will not be happy with you bringing forbiddenness. He's probably less happy if we have to fight armored drones with crossbows, so we probably won't thank you on behalf of the temple guard. Okay, thank you. So we're gonna go and talk to the Shaman. A little bit of stutter there. I think he's actually... Praise not the rebels who rise against our overlords. The men who deceive and fear us are not just messages, but they're weapons. A weapon aimed at the hearts and the minds of my people. Listen, do not words of my followers. Avert your gaze, and hearing the message, sneak inside the blessed guidance of the spirits, so that you may find Empyrion as our ancestors once did before, then grow apathetic and neglectful. Rejoice in the punishment of the sins to come. I have a feeling that Shaman must not be Shaman. It means that we've got to have turn on the charm everywhere. Okay. Where is the... You dare speak to me, trespasser, who would let you kind. I was sent here by Shaman Terren to deliver a vital piece of equipment to defend the Ziggurat. I do not care what you've brought, Toe. We do not need your help. Everything is already taken care of. Guards. Okay. Appeal to... Captain, you've been charged with the defense of the Ziggurat, aren't you? Insurgent Captain, I'm aware the situation is strange, but the business is outside your help. Myself am working to help with the defenses against the drones. He's the reason I'm here and not now talking to you. You'll explain. Remove the deceiver. Olmac, you're aware that I'm in charge of the defenses of this building. Well, that is true, but quickly, Terren, I've informed the captain of the plans to provide defenses. You cannot give the weapons to the gardens. Okay, we could be getting a hostile situation. I'm not your enemy. I'm close to linking. I'm getting a bit twitchy here. I might end up getting killed. You'll get your hour of need. If there's a chance, I'll take it. Where is it? Well, if it is true that we, the Temple Guardians, are forbidden, forbear the exiles of this planet, sealed away the technologies of forbidden hidden with us that live in the order established. To speak of blasphemy, Captain, these devices are sealed away for centuries for a reason. They do not work. The oath is as much mine as it is yours. Devices need to be used in the construction of plasma and kinetic weapons. Go now, Commander. Prove yourself an ally of the Order. Find the sealed crates. Okay, I will, Captain. You can count on me to complete the mission. Okay, apparently the burial chamber nearby. I think that might be a bit of a problem because I think we've already looted that. That will be the subject of the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. The next part, we will check out the burial chamber. But until then, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.